can see that sun rising over the eastern hills. Good morning. It's 20 minutes after 6 o'clock. It's 21 degrees Celsius here in Kingston. It's 20 degrees Celsius out west in Montego Bay. It is now time for your early morning headlines.
Yes.
What means that there's talking, but there's no long talking. Strictly walking with TK Darkin, money.
That felt like it was a
Money.
Juggle the show. Lovely.
TK Darkin
Yes.
with the good talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, good morning.
What's happening? What's happening over here?
All of this. Hi, Closet Cloud.
Yeah.
Wait,
How you doing?
So this is just a whole week thing.
Yes,
Yo,
yes,
we just
yes.
make it
Yeah,
happen.
I changed my
We just
nails.
make
You see
it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mind tell me
Can't
say she not
style
gonna do it, so I say
Yeah.
me nah drop no catch.
Blue thing.
Dear St. Catherine,
See my
High, we
sash
love
here?
you with your colors white and blue. We will ever hold your teachings. We will e'er be true to you. No matter where we wander, we will keep this air in view.
Wow.
Prayer and work shall ever conquer while we wear your white and blue.
Wow.
You go learn that. Go learn it all
No,
about.
it is the most beautiful school song. We
Okay.
sing it all the time.
Beautiful. I wear my
I'll just be driving and randomly singing the St. Catherine High School
Yeah, wicked.
anthem.
Yeah,
Just
wicked. You come
randomly.
here, the people them with their customers say, we're going to look for Messi, and then they will go Cavalier batch yet. I better see them around with Cavalier batch. No, we don't. Yeah, we don't know school song, we support. Yeah.
Well, I'm really happy to see.
People have cussing.
But Messi did that. When you're Messi, when you guess who? You don't want that pressure? Guess who?
Oh, Cristiano?
No, sir.
Oh, that?
No, Macintosh, man. Ollie, man. Hi, Ollie, how are you? Come over, sir. STGC, said, but them the fact that, you understand?
Oh, but that's what I remember about
Yeah, cross the road? Yeah, well, yeah. Hi, Ollie, how are you? Open your door. Yeah.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
No, Nisa, I'm just
All right,
Nisa.
let us quell these. We're going
Ollie,
to jump
I
into
know.
the headlines.
Ollie, accent free.
Yeah. You need some Ribena.
Wow, wow,
Gotta
wow.
tell ya. Yeah. Good morning.
Are we ready for the headlines
We're
this
always
morning?
ready.
We're
Let's
ready.
do it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio visits Jamaica. United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio has arrived in Jamaica for his first state visit since taking office in January. During bilateral talks with Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, discussions focused on illegal immigration, transnational organized crime, economic partnerships, and U.S. travel advisories against Jamaica. Secretary Rubio announced that he's committed to reviewing the advisories, acknowledging concerns that they do not reflect Jamaica's progress in security and healthcare. He also clarified that the U.S. has no issue with Cuba's medical mission in Jamaica, stating that concerns lie with alleged forced labor practices in other countries. Additionally, Rubio pledged U.S. support in stemming the flow of illegal guns to Jamaica and announced increased intelligence software for the local police. Prime Minister Holness reaffirmed that the Cuban medical program in Jamaica meets international standards and emphasized that Jamaica is now safer than it has been in 2 decades.
I think all of those things were important. Those discussions were important. Of course, what is stated is not always what is. Of course, there would have been things that were discussed that were not explicitly stated, I would imagine. But the things that were stated are very indicative. So, for instance, I remember this time last year, or was it a little bit earlier in the year? It was a little bit earlier in the year last year when there was the U.S. travel advisories were coming out, and they were just not reflective of reality. Like, and there was a lot of discussion about the politics of travel advisories and why would you be putting out a travel advisory in this kind of a way when at the time crime was on a decline. So you're creating an undue alarm, especially crime against Americans, which is who the travel advisory is seeking to guide. And so I'm glad that they're now saying that they're going to review the way they do the advisories and the content of the advisories. I think that is very welcome news, but I'll believe it when I see the next travel advisory.
And I want them to put out travel advisory on themselves when their crime is a lot. So tell us, don't call me. You know what I'm saying?
And be careful.
Be careful. You might get whatever. You understand? Right, yeah.
You know, generally speaking, I feel kind of more nervous when I'm walking in a shopping mall in America.
I do.
Because
You never know.
Or in a movie theater.
You never know.
yeah.
Listen to me,
Yeah.
TK, I have never been to a theater here. and I've been
wonder
worried about
if-
anything
And
at
what-
all. You know
looking
what I
over
mean?
your shoulder.
If there's
Like,
a mass
legitimately.
incident that's about to happen.
happened.
No, I've never.
I am in a theatre and I'm like, okay, where's the exit? Or in case I'm not, when we can duck, I'm looking. You know what I mean? So
No,
you know,
and no joke. Serious.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
have to consider these
concerned.
things. You're in
Yeah.
a mall, you're in a
Yeah.
entertainment venue, and
Yeah.
you have to cause
Yeah.
things, and they can be totally random.
Yes.
You get the impression here in Jamaica that things aren't random. When things happen, it might be crazy, but they're not random. You know, in America, it can be very random. So, you know, I agree. But the other thing I'm encouraged by is, you know, that issue of dealing with the guns.
that part.
Because the guns that get into Jamaica, how do they get? We talk about seizing them here. We talk about taking them off
How
the
do they
streets.
even get here?
How do they get out of the country so easily?
Yes.
So easily. And there's not enough being done to stem the flow
Of
out.
guns, yeah.
In the same way that we need to invest in the tech
So you
to be able
protect
to
your
detect
border
it.
and protect it from things coming in, but then it seems to be
The weapons of
floodgates
destruction,
going
they just
out.
flow out
Yeah.
so easily.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is like how?
Yeah.
Like how it's so easy to come out.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, we do have to have that very realistic conversation. And
and put realistic plans in place and not just on paper, but in reality, so that it actually gets done in real life.
And execute on said plans, not
Yes.
just talk
Ah,
about it
too,
and put them
exactly.
down in,
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
PowerPoint
Yeah.
presentations, but to
Yeah.
actually execute that in a
plan
way
of
that we feel.
action.
Yeah, yeah.
We feel
Plan
it.
of actions. I think that's also a very important one. And also, I like what I heard. I know them not gonna say much about it, and I won't either. But in terms of if you there was something. What was it about intelligence?
Oh, yes,
software.
yes. Yeah, software, yeah.
Those are important things.
You're going to need procurement?
Boy, Hey.
On that note, that's
but also the medical program, because we heard prime ministers in the rest of the region saying, "Oh, I will give up my U.S. visa," you know, because if it means that we have to take a strong position, and he's come and he's like, "Hey, it's not that.
Slow your roll,
It's not
slow
what you
your
think.
roll."
It's not what you think. There are some practices, and we're trying to intervene in those things. And we're speaking about those issues, and so I took note of the things that he sought to clarify.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's his first trip as Secretary of State,
yeah.
and he chose to come to the Caribbean, which is indicative of the Trump administration's perspective of the importance of
The Caribbean.
as
And better relations. Yeah.
and a very crucial space in the geopolitics of the world.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
important.
All right.
Well, that's our headline for today. But before we go, it's time for our Sunrise Morning Star giveaway. Of course, you know, we've been doing it, so let's do it. We know that, you know that we love our sunrises and we want to show
Absolutely.
it. So all you have to do is answer the following question for a chance to win. All right, so ready? Which popular segment on CVM Sunrise teaches viewers how to manage their money and grow wealth? You are not eligible. No one in the building is eligible at this time. No one is eligible. The winner will receive a Fontana gift voucher valued at $5,000 Jamaican dollars. So remember, you have to be a part of the Sunrise
Nice.
WhatsApp
It's all
group
good
to be
inside.
Let me
eligible
go.
to
What's
win.
the number, TK? I
Our
wanna go
WhatsApp
group.
line is 876-833-0897. So get added to the group, send us your answers, and get to winning. We had a winner yesterday. Jason, big up yourself. Hope you enjoy your gift
Winnings.
voucher.
Nice. I love
right.
it. And Champs is going on in earnest. What, you do know the point standing right now?
I don't remember the points, but I know
Post it.
Casey's in the lead. I think followed by JC. I think Edwin
Just
Allen is in the
Allen
lead,
for the
followed
ladies.
by Homewood.
Yeah,
think so?
you know, so the Homewood girls are like, I really love them. Edwin Allen and St. Jago High School.
St. Jago is doing
really
well in
impressive.
both.
Yeah.
There it is. I saw
Yeah,
St.
point
Jago
standing
like
there. It's the Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championship
St. Jago in
2025.
third in the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, St. Jago in third in the boys section.
All right, Wilmers, we have some more time, you know? We
Yeah.
have some more time,
St.
Wilmers.
Jago is third in
Edwin
the
Ah,
boys.
Wilmers
yeah,
girls.
St.
Hey.
Jago. Edwin Allen is at what? St. Jago, Homewood, yeah. Why I love it. I'm loving it. I even saw some Immaculate. I saw as well.
Yeah.
But of
On the
course.
track,
Yeah,
yeah.
But of
Immaculate
course.
has
Yeah,
been
I saw
performing
St.
very
Andrew
well.
High School as well.
Yes.
Good morning to all the St. Andrew High School
Nice.
ladies.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So big up. I even saw one from Jane School, Herbert Morrison. Somebody I watch it with me and I say, who named Herbert?
No, man. A big St. James school, man.
Yeah, big school, big school.
Big school
So big
in
up to
St.
all the
James.
schools and
All right.
you know, we love it. So
Rep
make
your
sure,
side.
Yeah, rep your side. And by the way, guys, don't get mad at people for celebrating their side. And no, you don't have to be a student of a particular school or a graduate from a school to celebrate the school. Because people have to think, someone graduated from KC, like, are you dumb?
Just
really?
leave it alone.
Like, really?
Leave it alone. Let people enjoy themselves.
Let
how they
people
wanna
enjoy themselves. Cheer for who you want to cheer for, and allow others to cheer for who they want to cheer for. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, really? Are you for real? I don't know. Proper power in your skin. That must say.
Blue and white.
Yes. Okay, great. Fabulous. So, it's time for us to take a break, drink some water. But when we return, Carlton is going to be here. Money Masterclass quiz. TK, are you in?
No. I'll watch you
Why
guys.
aren't you in TK?
I'll watch
no,
you guys.
TK, no.
I'll watch you guys.
No,
I'll watch
TK,
them.
you need to be here.
Nah, I'm back.
What about you know, the TK come with our Wilma's flag one day and I'll come back with it? You see
no,
the
man.
front people, them? That me I talk about. Wilma's,
It's all
drop
right.
her up. Detention.
Marasco Road.
Yeah.
Come take our way.
We'll be right back, guys. And of course, Money Masterclass is brought to you by.
JN Bank.
Stay tuned. There's much more sunrise right after this.
Want it on me team.